What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and we are back with more team building tips that everyone should know. I know a lot of you guys are trying to figure out, how do you get all these 90s, these 92s, what's going on with it? I'm going to tell you right now, right? A lot of people, including myself, we don't really spend money on every single promo. And that's one of the major things that you'll see these other players, pro players, they just go into the store and just start spending money. Remember, they have to invest in the game to get the best players because they're competing at the highest level, which I don't think there's a level. The game is just what it is. I don't consider pro players good players. They just know what works and they just run it. That's just my opinion. The last time I remember a pro player actually having skill was probably Madden 15 and before that. But listen, that's neither here nor there. This is what I want you guys to understand. The way that the game is built, right? There's a lot of different ways for you to get your team at a higher level without spending a lot of money and getting these higher overall players. All right, I'm going to start with just the players that you see in front of you right now. Now, what you're looking at is, although some of these players never played for the Raiders, I don't think Jesse Bates did. Trevon Moehrig did, and obviously Randy Moss. But most of the players that you're going to have on your team won't apply as a player that actually played for that team. That's the thing that really gets a lot of the new players confused. You'll look at a theme team like, yo, that guy never played for him. That guy, I know. That's why it's Ultimate Team. It's all make-believe, bro, including the gameplay. The gameplay is a fantasy world, bro. Just think of Disney back when we were growing up. Yo, bro, what is that? Yo, that's what this is. It's all fantasy. Because the things that go on in the game is absolutely insane. But this is what I want to make sure you guys understand. 93, Dante Thornton, he's free, okay? Trevon Moehrig, I probably spent like $250 on him because I did the set, I believe, for his card. When he dropped, because I already had other stuff stockpiling. Randy Moss, we've got a B&D version of him because of the fact that with the Most Feared, we just played through the event and then we used the candy to redeem a free Randy Moss. Jeremy Chin, I paid for him maybe I would say $300. Most of the cards that I do, if they're a set card, I just do the set and that's it. And then we have Jesse Bates, who is a seasoned player that we just use tickets and things like that to build up. So my top 5 players cost me about, I would average $600K. I say that so that you guys understand it's not all about going for limiters, and the sooner you understand that, the better off you'll be. So look, I'm gonna show you guys my lineup real quick, right? And when you talk about team building, look at the players that I have. The only player on my squad right now, which I sold Cam Newton for 2 point something mil and then bought him back for $1 mil, but he's the most expensive player on my team. Now, the Calvin Johnson Collector Series, the limited one, you have to put everything that was released for his set into his set. I'm going to show you in a second. So his card, as OP as it is right now, this card, set for set, by just buying the cards and putting them back in and getting him back as a reward and then selling the other cards back, cost me about $450K. And I did this live on stream. So I'm going to show you that as well because he's also one of the more expensive cards. So a lot of what goes on in the game, right, is just understanding that most of the cards that are available are set pieces. So because they're set pieces, you have to utilize what's available that you have in your binder, right? Because you've been grinding the game. If you've been watching my videos, you see that we stay in the events. I still have to finish up the ranked because I've been so much into the events and making coins off that. So these are things that I want to really point out. Where is this 91 dude? Because he's a collector, right? So that's the Mythic Champion. Is that completed already or redeemed? Ultimate. What is this the guy? Because the way that they have it worded is kind of weird. Okay, so this one was for the previous one. That was the original token, right? Because there's been 2 of the players so far. But the other one that shows redeemed, is it this one? So yeah, this is the one. So what happens is this, right? You have to put together the set with all the previous cards of the 90 overall cards, whatever, 90s, 89s, all of the cards that were released prior towards the end of it when they dropped the collector version of the card. This is where it gets really glitchy, okay? You can easily lurk and buy these cards, and then once you redeem everything, sell all of them back. They give you the cards back. All the players are returned. You just have to be able to afford it, and then you sell it back. The biggest part about it is when you buy it, because if you're able to do it when everybody is buying and selling and buying and selling, you don't really spend anything. Like I said, to get Calvin, it cost me about 400 and change, right? Because some of them are going to drop heavily in value after you actually buy them. That's cool. That's to be expected. But these are some of the more expensive cards that are B and D. And remember, when you do that set, the card is B and D. I just want to show you guys what happened, because you can buy Calvin as the regular card. Where is he? Where's Calvin? See, this is the one that's B and D. And then you can buy the other one. This one right here, that's now he's down to 437. But you get perked up, like, you know, the numbers go up and he gets faster. For instance, this was the regular card that they dropped, and you'll see that he has an 88 speed. And then with the set one, the Ultimate Collector Series that gives you the token, right? He jumps up to 91 speed. So if you understand these type of things and the programs, you can get higher rated cards for little to nothing. Because I couldn't believe that they did this. At first I was like, yo, this is stupid. But then I was like, oh, it's not costing me anything. And I'm picking one of the players that I'm getting boosted ratings with, and he's just a B&D. I know the B&D sucks, but I get the cards back that I put in, and I just sell them back. So I'm getting higher overall cards for pretty much nothing, right? These are the cards that are on my squad right now. So there should be very, very few limiteds on your team unless you absolutely 100% want that player, because they all play the same. Every single one of these players, for the most part, play the same. If they're not really, really fast, you're not juking around behind the line of scrimmage as a QB, nothing really matters. It's all like pretty stupid. So you have to gauge what you want for your team, figure out your theme team, and then you build according to that. But you're not looking to overspend, and you're trying to find the most suitable players at every position, right? That have a set that you can do through the set, so you don't have to really go crazy in the auction house and pay these ridiculous prices. Because most of the players that I have, I made a set to get them if they're not a limited. All right. Now, this is the next thing, and I want to make sure that you guys all understand what's going on. Okay. The first release of the crystals are the only good crystals. Saquon Barkley, Micah Parsons, and Patrick Surtain. I believe some of them now have, reduxes? So you can get, I think, a couple of them as a redux. This guy's not a redux though, so you got to spend like 1,000,000 coins for him. But their second bucket, right? The second bucket where it takes 5 components to add the speed, this to date, those 3 are the best. All right? Every other crystals release has been garbage and trash. I guess the running back was kind of decent. I'm going to go ahead and show you what's going on with that. But overall, that's all you really need right now. Okay? As far as all of your other players that are on your team, you can see I got straight up bums right now. Like this guy, I don't even know why he's still here, because he doesn't get the boost anymore. What is he, 93? Oh, he's only 92 speed right now. That's why he's been getting burnt like toast. But like when he was most feared, we had him jumped up and boosted crazy. You got to look and see exactly what your theme team is and what you're trying to actually do. And I can't stress that enough. Like I got 53, I didn't even know I had 53 Raiders. Like I just be throwing them out there because, you know, you just get used to putting only Raiders on your squad. So whatever theme team you're building, you just have to make sure, right, for a certainty that that's what you want to dive into. And I don't see myself changing a theme team for any one player, because that was another question I was asked. Yo, G, what do you think about like switching theme teams to this? No. The Raiders are going to be the best theme team probably for the rest of the year. And then once golden tickets drop and everybody's 99, it won't matter. All the theme teams, everybody will be 99 speed and it'll be a wrap. But that's something that I really want you guys to understand. Now, I'm going to show you really quickly, right, with the crystal players, what's going on. So that way you understand what I mean. The first release, these 3 players, right? These 3 players are the most important players. And because this guy is not reduxed, this 85, that's why he's going for all these coins, because everyone knows that he's the most important part. And the crystal promo, you need all those players. You need the 3, and Surtain gets +3, he gets 1, and Micah gets 1, and that 5 gives you +1 speed to your entire team. This release is the best. Now, I believe that Surtain is a redux, so you can get him for cheaper. You don't have to buy his actual limited. But it is what it is. All these other cards, these other 2 releases, are trash. Gibbs has been a pretty solid running back, though. He's outrageous. He's pretty good. But for the most part, I'm talking about the effects that they give your squad. This is all you need. Trust me when I tell you, look into getting these 3, because that is going to be the major game changer. Those are some of the basics that you need. I will continue to update you guys with team building tips. But for now, don't gear yourself towards limiteds or the most expensive cards. Gear yourself towards what makes sense for your theme team. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.